As of today, being the 9th of February 2025, it feels like Mr. Simon Ekpa definitely will need the help and the assistance of the current president of Nigeria in the person of Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Yes. Just in case you don't know, today being the 9th of February 2025, a lot of countries of the world are currently strategizing on means and method on how to evacuate its citizens living in a country called Finland. Yes, and Nigeria definitely in the coming weeks will follow suit. What's currently happening in Finland and why the countries of the world need to evacuate its citizens living in that country? Well, in this video, I'll be exposing every single thing you need to know and understand, and why Mr. Simon is currently in a very, very tight corner, and he definitely will need the help and intervention of the FG, the Nigerian federal government, before he can see this through. So the question here is, what is currently playing on and what is currently happening behind the scenes? Well, let me show you some interesting facts and interesting details that you need to see and understand. First and first, take a look at this publication showing right now on your screen, and this is coming from Yale. Yale happens to be one of the biggest media houses and news publication domiciled in the country of Finland. These guys came out recently to make an update on a particular case where a child, based out of this publication, it states the child who crossed the eastern border through the forest is with the Russian authorities. The border commissioner has asked for child's return. Yes, so a child moved from Finland. He traveled secretly from Finland into Russia. Yes, without any form of formal documentation or even a passport. This 13-year-old moves quietly and secretly from Finland into Russia. This did not sit well with the current president of Russia, and this did not sit well with a lot of individuals and the military domiciled in that country. Well, for better understanding and for more clarity, let me show you a clear illustration. We're showing right now on your screen is a map of Finland and Russia. Yes, so Finland is this particular area, mass area of land at the left hand side of your screen, while Russia is at the right hand corner of your screen. So this kid moved from a town known as Kahoso, Finland, into a place or a city known as Venezia in Russia. Yes, so this kid was apprehended at this town known as Venezia by the Russian security and military forces. But for better understanding, take a look at this publication that was released by Yale, where it states, boy still in Russia. According to the Finnish border guard, Russian authorities had apprehended the boy who had crossed the border. He's still in Russia. It also went a step further to claim that, according to Russian website known as Fontaka, a Ukrainian boy was arrested near a town or a city known as Vedogosk. Yes, according to the website, he has been taken to a temporary detention center for juvenile offenders in the Nevsky region of St. Petersburg. So this kid currently was taken to a juvenile center because he came into Russia without any form of formal documentations or approved documents or papers or even a sponsor. Yes, so how is this a problem? So the moment this kid moved from Finland to Russia, the Russian military felt like this kid probably can be a spy that was sent by the US or even Ukraine or even Finland, as the case may be. So the government of Russia saw that as a threat, and that is why just recently we received a publication coming from Yale, the biggest media house domiciled in Finland. Take a look at this. It states, Finland prepares its citizen for war, and this statement is coming, like I said, from the Russian ambassador to Finland, where he's asking the Finnish authorities and the citizens, the residents of that country, that you see, you guys need to get ready for a possible war, because we feel like Russia and its military forces definitely will come for us. This publication also went a step further to claim that Ambassador Pavel Kuznetsov claimed in an interview with RIA Novosti that the Finnish leadership is trying to justify rising military costs by intimidation. It also went a step further to clarify that the Finnish authorities are fomenting war psychosis in the country and urging citizens to prepare for a possible war. Russian ambassador to Finland Pavel Kuznetsov said in an interview with Russian state news agency RIA Novosti. So as you can see, there's a big problem here. So what's the plan of Russia? So the Russian military and its defense forces has drew out a blueprint and formulated a lead. These guys want to quietly invade Finland with one strategy. Well, take a look at this publication coming from Yale, where it states Russia may use detained persons for unscrupulous purposes. This is what Supo says. Yes, it also went a step further to clarify Russia may seek to exploit the people it detains in hostage diplomacy, according to the Finnish security intelligence known as Supo. So as you can see, Russia wants to detain a lot of citizens coming from Finland. They have series of plans and series of motives with anybody that will be detained in this invasion. So how does this concern Mr. Simon? Well, just in case you don't know, Mr. Simon currently is being held in a correctional facility known as Kilamakoski prison. This happens to be one of the biggest and one of the most popular facility in Finland. Yes, and this happens to be one of the top locations on the list of the Russian authorities. And just in case you don't still know, the distance between Kilamakoski prison to Russia is about 4,058 kilometers. This might seem very, very far apart, but it's not. Russia has a simple plan. These guys want to take a lot of individuals. They want to detain a lot of Finnish citizens, take them back into Russia and use them for unscrupulous purposes, like this publication clearly and widely explained. So as you can see, things aren't looking so well and very, very nice for this man known as Mr. Simon. Yes, at this point, a lot of countries of the world are currently planning for a possible evacuation. They want to send aircraft into Finland and possibly or probably evacuate its citizens from that country. So as you can see, Mr. Simon definitely will need the help of Mr. President. Yes, he will need the help of the federal government of Nigeria to come to his aid, because when Russia invades Finland, this guy probably will be trapped, because like we all know, he's being held in a correctional facility and a detention center domiciled in that country. Anyways, moving on swiftly, a man who currently is a member of a political party where Mr. Simon was once upon a time a member too. Yes, just in case you don't know, Mr. Simon Ekpa happens to be a Finnish politician, and he operated under a political party known as the National Coalition Party, which happens to be the biggest political party in Finland. So a member of this National Coalition Party was recently caught giving info and details to Russian security forces. Well, take a look at this publication where it states Coalition Party mayoral candidate had to explain his writings in Russia. Yes, this man was caught giving out very, very intelligent details to Russian forces. He was caught, and he happens to be a member of the political party where Simon Ekpa was a member too back in the day. So he came out to clear the air. He came out to apologize to Finland and its citizens. Well, take a look at this publication where it states, I don't want anything to do with pro-Russian forces. I had stopped writing for the magazine because I could not be sure that the magazine unequivocally condemns Russia's illegal war of aggression. I have not had any contact with the magazine after that particular point in time when he was caught in the process. So as you can see, things are getting very, very intense in the country called Russia. And we definitely urge the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to help or try to assist Nigerians who currently dwells and live in Finland, because nobody wants its citizens to face any form of war. And that is why we need to right now as we speak, move into the country called Finland and evacuate all Nigerians dwelling and living in that country, because when things get serious and intense, it's going to be very, very difficult to evacuate anybody. Yes, when things get very hot, when airports will be shut down, when the airspace will be, a lot of rockets will be moving left, right and center in the airspace, it will be almost impossible to use the airspace of Finland to evacuate Nigeria. So this is the right time and the right moment to do it. Anyways, moving on swiftly, this whole disagreement and this whole rift between Russia and Finland can definitely end in the coming months and time, because one particular individual, one particular man who happens to be the Prime Minister of Japan, holds the key to end this dispute between Russia and Finland. And this man, the PM of Japan, happens to be one of the biggest supporters of Simon Ekpa. Well, in our previous video, we exposed and explained how This man has a lot of role to play in ending or bringing peace back into Finland. Well, in that video, you get to see how this man is very, very instrumental, and how this man over the past couple of months and years have shown massive love and support to Mr. Simon, a man who currently is being held in a correctional facility. Anyways, if you want to watch that video and get full update and see things for yourself, we have that video showing right now on your screen.